Hey guys, Pasty Boy here. Today we're going to go for a little bike ride here. I'll just show you the bike real quick in case you're new to the channel. Describe it real quick and tell you what we're going to do today. So this is my 2008 Harley XL 1200 Low Sportster. Bought it new in '08. And you know, I got a few accessories. You can check out some of the other videos. I'll put a card up top there if you want to check out some of the other stuff about this bike or some other rides. But basically today I just want to take it out. Got the GoPro Hero 8 up here on the handlebar. Check the link in the description if you're looking for a mount similar to that. That's a RAM mount. Today we're going to go for a ride, and we're going to go specifically, I wanted to check out, they're doing some construction on the expressways here in my area, and building bridges and all this kind of crazy stuff. So I just wanted to catch a view of that before it's done, and I don't remember what it looked like during, well, we got a helicopter here. Not sure if I got that, but anyway. So I just wanted to catch that, and we're just gonna go for a little ride. If I stop, I might pull the camera out again and say a few words. If not, it'll just be a nice ride. So let's go. I'm not sure if you could see that or not. It's currently 12:41 p.m. Eastern on October 14th, 2020, and I have 7,746 total miles on the bike. So then we'll set a trip set here. See how many miles we do. Probably won't be that much, but at least it'll be something. Just got this truck just a couple days after Christmas last year, and my neighbor across the street here just had her driveway paved or repaved. If you saw the last Harley riding video I did, you'll see this road here is still in great shape, but it had just been resurfaced last year and was looking great, but you could see what happens to asphalt with weather. So I'm noticing that with the GoPro on the handlebar and in the super suit, my Harley does not sound like a Harley. It sounds more like a car. So I guess this is what we're getting for this ride here. Last year's ride was in June, I believe, and I had the Hero 7 at the time, and I wore my full face snowmobiling helmet with the GoPro on the helmet, and the Harley, you could hear the good sound from it. This one just sounds like vibrating road noise. It's terrible, but it is what it is. Sorry guys. So what I'm looking to see today here is over at the intersection of 390 and 490. There's some major construction going on. They're rerouting some exits. They're building a bridge. And what I think is going to happen is 390, instead of going straight, is going to veer to the left and take the new bridge that they're constructing. And the 490 will go straight a little bit further and then take its left like it still does now. And then the Lyle Avenue exit, which they just built last year, I think it was, is now going to be off to the far right exit, even though that's part of 390 exit. We've always had an exit on Lyle Ave, but the one that I'm referring to now has been reconstructed, and it's also rerouted, so it's a much better exit. Just pulling in here real quick, I forgot to take my phone out of my back pocket and put it in the bag, so that's what I'm going to do here. Forgot to put my phone in the bag. Up ahead here at the light is the 531, and we are going to go left heading east. So technically, even though we're getting on the 531 heading east, it's really the entrance ramp to 490, because if you stay in this lane you'll go 490 west, but we're going to move over and go 490 east. Just going to speed it up a little here until we reach the next point of interest. Coming up here on the right, you'll see just past the bridge where they're breaking up a bunch of bedrock. You might be able to see it better when we come back on the way home, but there it is. Even though these cones are in the way, we are taking 390 south to the airport, and these cones should be ending here soon, and we'll be able to take this ramp. I know what you're thinking. Look at all those cars. Oh, we're going to get stuck here for 10 hours. But believe it or not, we get right through this without almost no wait. Now here on the left, where you see like this big rock pile, is basically more bedrock that they had to break up here in the median. This was like tall. This was many feet above road level originally. They had to break all the bedrock out to actually build this expressway years ago. And you can see where those walls are on the left. That was how high the bedrock was. And so they're taking all that out so that they could build that new bridge that I was talking about, and we'll see that a lot better on the way back. I'm gonna take the Brooks Avenue exit here to the airport, and kind of last minute said, let's take a jog through the airport, so you'll get a quick view of that. I should have just stayed in this lane because that's a looping bridge, ramp, or whatever that goes right into the airport if you stay in the right lane. But I got in the left lane because I thought, well, I'm just going to do a U-turn, get back on the expressway, and go back. But then I kind of decided here, let's pull through the airport. So that's what we did. So this is the Greater Rochester International Airport. Looks like they've got the upper deck closed, and that is for the departing flights. And then the arriving flights are supposed to be on the lower level. They must be doing something up there. I thought all the construction was done because, as you can see, all these canopies and stuff, they did this last year, and it's gorgeous at night. It's lit up like a rainbow. But I guess right now you got to get in from the lower level, and whether you're departing or arriving. Going to include a map here so you could kind of see which way we're taking from the airport back. I always get confused when I leave the airport or whether the ramp is to the left or the right. I know I have to go north, but I can't remember if both ramps are on the right. But in this case, the north ramp is on the left and only the south ramp is on the right. So here we go on the way back, and we'll be able to see the construction quite a bit better from this direction. This guy must have been doing about 80. He did not want to slow down and let me in. And as you can see here, he even gets in front of this car on the left, in the center lane. He must have been in a hurry. So now we're going to be heading toward Buffalo, which is 490 west. We're not going anywhere near Buffalo, but that's the way you would go if you're going to Buffalo. And then the intersection of 490 and 390 is where this majority of the construction is taking place, which will be coming up shortly. Feel like a tour guide. If you look to your left here, you'll see where the bedrock is being bashed off the wall. You can also see how high that bedrock is. I mean, it's literally the whole depth, and this whole center section here is where I pointed out before that they had to remove all that bedrock, because if you look to your left now, you're going to see right in that area where these trucks and cars are and all that concrete stuff, that's where the ramp is going to be for that new bridge, which you're going to see now as we take this exit. This exit ramp was also modified, I don't know, 6 months, a year ago or something, to shift over more to the left, and I'm sure that was probably to accommodate this bridge here. So what I believe is going to happen, this bridge that they're building here is going to be the new direct way to stay on 390 north, rather than it going to the right of this exit. It's now going to be prior to this exit and to the left. The crazy thing is that they had to blast out all that bedrock from road level all the way down that depth when they built this expressway for that whole entire area. You can still see here parts where there's where the road level is up above. These bridges are at normal road level, and this was built below it, so they had to blast out all that bedrock. From what I've been able to find, this exit here, which begins the 531, was originally called 940P and was constructed in the 1960s, but then later named 531 as they extended it beyond Elm Grove Road to Manitou, and then later Manitou to Union Street in Spencerport, and then now it terminates at Washington Street in Brockport. Now, some of you may know that Rochester, New York here was the headquarters of Kodak, and this exit here at Elm Grove is where the Kodak begins as far as the Gates, New York branch, because there is the headquarters downtown Rochester here, which is not very far at all. And it spans all the way to the next exit at Manitou Road on the 531, and in between there, just past this Elm Grove exit, they built a exit ramp and bridge just so you could get off and go to Kodak. That's how big this complex was. It actually employed about 23,000 people just at that location at one point. That road between Elm Grove and Manitou on this exit ramp bridge was called Kodak Access Road, but when it no longer was just a Kodak complex, it got purchased and renamed Herrick Road. Funny, you drive around and see things change from year to year and don't really think much of it. It's just progress. But at the same time, when you start thinking back, you start reminiscing about how things used to look, whether it was better or worse. Regardless, it's just fun looking at something in the past or the future. Like, we're looking to see what's going to happen now with that bridge. I'm going to keep an eye on that, and maybe I'll do some update on the bridge progress. Coming up on the left just after we cross this intersection, there used to be another gas station there, and that building's sat empty now for about 8-10 years, and they finally tore it down. It's an empty lot. Hopefully my ramblings weren't too corny or boring and you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think below. I think I might clean the garage, get things ready for the snowmobiling season. What do you think? Alright guys, well, I'm back
It was about 14 miles. I just went down that way. I took 531 to 490 to 390 South. Then I got off at Brooks Avenue at the Rochester International Airport. Obviously, you saw I went through the airport and came back the same way. Just wanted to check out that construction. And so if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please check the links in the description. If you're looking for any stuff like GoPro mounts or whatever gear, check out the links in the description for my Amazon affiliate page. Any help is a great appreciation here. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care.